Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Chris Maley, Vice President of Operations and Training and Education Coordinator with Property Panorama. I'm so glad you could join us today for the training of one of the most powerful drivers of success in the real estate industry, and that's brand recognition. Before we dive in, I want you to picture this. You're driving down the street and you see a familiar golden arch. Without even reading the sign, you know exactly what's there, what they sell, and even what it's going to taste like. That's the power of brand recognition. And it's just as important in real estate as it is for any global company. Let me share a quick story with you. A friend of mine, Sarah, has been in real estate for just over a decade. And she told me about a time that she walked into a coffee shop and overheard two people talking about buying a home. She didn't know them, she hadn't worked with them before, but one of them said that you should call Sarah. She's everywhere. I see her signs, her ads, her videos. She's got to be the go to. That lead turned into a closed deal, all because Sarah had built such strong brand recognition that even strangers knew her name and trusted her enough to recommend her. In the real estate industry, brand recognition means that when someone thinks about buying, selling, or just talking about real estate, your name and face come to mind first, not your competitors. And that doesn't happen by accident. It's built intentionally over time through consistent marketing, community presence, and trust. So, why does this matter? Well, because you're in a market where there are thousands of agents, many with the same access to the same listings, the same tools, and the same resources. Your brand is often the deciding factor in whether you get the call or the client moves on to someone else. So, go ahead and grab your notebook, silence those distractions, and let's get ready to walk away with some strategies that can make your brand stand out in your InstaView marketing tools. First things first, let's go ahead and get you logged into your Property Panorama account by following the navigation path found on your screen for your MLS platform. Once you've found your MLS Smart Link, you'll find that you're on your Property Panorama dashboard. The first order of business is to make sure that your profile picture and company logo are reflecting the most up-to-date versions. You'll also want to make sure that these are the images that are used on your personal website, your business cards, and anywhere else that you have your logo and profile picture displayed. If you need to make any adjustments in your Property Panorama account, all you have to do is click on the image that you want to change, browse your computer for the file that you want to replace it with, and save your changes. It might take up to 15 seconds for that to save because it is saving it across all of your various marketing tools within your Property Panorama account. Next, before we get any further into brand recognition, we're going to want to make sure that all of your contact information is displayed correctly. Because no matter how good your brand recognition is, if it doesn't get back to you, it would all be for naught. So to adjust your contact information, let's select Account from the left-hand menu. Here, we can adjust your email address, preferred phone numbers, and even add in your biography and testimonials. For your phone number, you will want to make sure that the phone number you want to be prominent on all marketing materials you have through Property Panorama is in the first slot, and it's marked as primary as shown on the screen. Once you're satisfied with the account page, it's going to save automatically. So let's go ahead and go back to the dashboard and start making changes to the other marketing tools. First, let's do a tool that can help all agents, regardless if you have listings or not, and that's the digital portfolio. This is an agent landing page that hosts all of your contact information, a convenient contact form for consumers to reach out to you, and if you do have listings, it does host your full active listing inventory. So to edit your digital portfolio, let's select the pad and pencil in the digital portfolio block. Your first options allow you to choose the template for your page. Use the drop-down to select the one you feel best suits you and your needs. Next is the color theme. we recommend using your brand colors here. You can click on the color you wish to change and either use the color picker, or if you have the hex code, you can use that and type it in directly to get the perfect color match to your brand. Once you're happy, go ahead and apply your changes. The next section allows you to adjust the pictures that are displayed as background images. There are several options to choose from. Again, make sure you apply your changes. After the photos, you will see a few sections containing the data that we just adjusted on the account-wide settings on the account page. Since we just made those adjustments, let's go ahead and move on down to social media. Here, you can link all of your social media accounts, giving consumers a one-stop experience for all things you. Again, be sure to apply your changes before moving on. The additional media section allows you to link either a personal website or even a video introduction if you've created one. Finally, if you have any testimonials that you didn't add on the account page, you can also add them here. Now that we're done with the digital portfolio, let's move on to the listing side and manage your tours. To do that, we can close out of the current tab that we are in and return to the dashboard. Don't worry, as long as you applied your changes, everything has been saved. So now let's look at the listings section on the dashboard. Below each of your active listings, you will see the exact same edit icon that we just clicked. Let's go ahead and click that and move to the theme section from the left-hand menu of the editor. Here is where you can apply your brand's color palettes to all of your tours. To do that, let's go ahead and select the option to change theme. Here, you can select the background and text colors for the header, the footer, both the contact and the details tab, as well as the background color for the photo panel. Additionally, you can adjust the opacity of the various sections, which is what gives those sections that slightly transparent look. Once you've applied your brand colors to the tour and you're happy with the result, go ahead and select Save. You will now be prompted to make this a default. To keep with the brand recognition, we recommend using these options and applying it for all current and future listings, so you'd want to use both checkboxes. These are currently the only areas where you can permanently adjust your color theme for the entire account. However, please keep in mind that you can fully customize the colors for any flyer, postcard, or Intensify ad campaign that you create with your Property Panorama account, and they work the exact same way with the color picker. For that reason, it is a good idea to keep your hex codes for your company colors handy for future use, not only within Property Panorama, but for any other tools that you may use in your daily marketing efforts. That concludes this webinar covering brand recognition and how to enhance your Property Panorama products to help keep them in line with your other marketing efforts. If you do have any questions regarding setting up your digital portfolio or any of the other products in your Property Panorama account, our support team is available Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Eastern Time via phone, live chat, or by emailing support@propertypanorama.com. Thank you for taking time out of your schedules to join us today, and I hope you have a wonderful and successful week ahead.